Your bathroom scale isn't a diagnostic tool. It's a piece of plastic that cannot distinguish between water, muscle, and fat. If you're following a protocol but your weight is stagnant, stop looking at the scale. Start looking at data. Clinical diagnostics move your plan from a guess to a targeted strategy. Scale frustration causes patients to quit right before metabolic adaptation occurs. You can lose inches and gain muscle while your total weight remains static. This is progress, but the scale doesn't report it. Using weight as your only metric is a clinical error. It ignores the shift in body composition that actually dictates your long-term. You can't manage what you don't measure. If your weight loss is stalled, your labs identify the biological friction that a calorie deficit cannot fix. Is it your thyroid, your vitamin D, your fasting insulin? Without diagnostics, you're guessing. Data removes the emotion from the process. When we see the numbers, we stop trying and start targeting the specific deficiency. You're not broken, you're under-resourced. Your body provides signals, we provide the translation. Book your lab diagnostic review today and let's get you optimized.
No one told me that 35 was when the biological shift actually starts. For a year, I thought I was just burnout. I couldn't remember things. I was exhausted and my weight just wouldn't move. I thought maybe it was my lifestyle, but really, it hadn't changed. It was actually perimenopause. Most doctors wait until you're in it to help you, but Alpha caught it early because they actually do deep dive diagnostics. They found my shifting hormones before they became a crisis. If you feel like your body is changing and your regular doctor is just telling you, get more sleep, you need an Alpha plan. You aren't crazy. It's just nature, and you deserve a partner like Alpha to help you navigate it.
Your body doesn't have a hidden agenda. It has a biological state. If you can't lose weight despite doing everything right, you aren't crazy. Your thyroid, your insulin, and your cycle are failing to coordinate. Today, we're looking at how GLP-1s change that coordination. What's normal? What's a red flag? The truth about your metabolism. Here's how to tell if your GLP-1 is fixing your cycle. The medical establishment treats weight and hormones as separate issues. They aren't, because GLP-1s improve insulin sensitivity. They regulate cycles, especially if you have PCOS. As you lose body fat, your estrogen levels shift. Body fat stores estrogen. When that fat leaves, the estrogen drops. You'll see changes in your flow, your timing. That isn't malfunction. It's your body finding a new baseline. There's a direct link between GLP-1 levels and your estrogen. No one in the standard system is talking about it. You haven't failed every diet. Your biology has been under-resourced. If your hormones are dysregulated, willpower is irrelevant. GLP-1s address the metabolic signals that estrogen and progesterone drop. When we manage both, the playing field levels. You're not broken, you're under-resourced. Stop fighting your own biology. Book your women's hormone and metabolism consult. Are you dealing with a nagging injury or leaky gut that just won't seem to clear up despite a clean diet? BPC-157 is a peptide originally found in human gastric juice. It's legendary in the recovery world because it accelerates the healing of tendons, ligaments, and even the lining of your GI tract by increasing blood flow to damaged areas that usually heal very slowly. Comment Repair to schedule a free consultation. If you've reached a plateau in your fitness, your recovery, or your mental clarity, standard supplements might not be enough. You've likely heard of peptides. They're the precision molecules that are changing the way we approach human optimization. Peptides are short chain of amino acids that tell your body exactly what to do, whether that's accelerating tissue repair, burning stubborn fat, or enhancing growth hormone production. They aren't a magic pill, they are biological messengers. But here's the truth, peptides are powerful, and they shouldn't be a guessing game. Taking the wrong ones, or taking them without knowing your baseline biology, is ineffective and potentially unsafe. At Alpha, we don't guess, we test. The process starts with an advanced diagnostic lab panel. We look at your hormones and your metabolic health. Only then we can determine which peptides will actually move the needle for your specific body. Your first step is a free consultation with one of our coaches to discuss your goals. From there, we'll get your labs done and build your custom Alpha plan. If you're ready for a tailored approach to your health, let's talk. Book your consult below. If you lose 20 pounds, but 10 of it is muscle, you haven't just lost weight, you've lowered your body's battery capacity. Think of your muscle like the engine in a car. The bigger the engine, the more fuel it burns, even when you're just idling at a red light. When you're on a GLP-1, your appetite is low, so your body looks for energy anywhere it can find it. If you don't eat enough protein, your body cannibalizes its own engine for parts. The scale goes down, but your metabolism breaks. We don't want a smaller, weaker engine. We want a leaner car with the same powerful engine. Comment engine if you're focusing on muscle this week. Are you struggling to hit your protein goals because your GLP-1 medication has completely quieted your appetite? When you eat less, every gram of protein counts more. It's the building block that keeps your metabolism firing while the medication handles the hunger. Aim for roughly 1.2 to 1.5 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight to ensure you're losing fat, not vitality. Don't guess your macros, know them. Comment roadmap to schedule your body composition scan and nutrition consult today. Let's just talk about what usually happens when you walk into a doctor's office with joint pain. You sit down, you explain what hurts, they nod. Maybe they touch the area and rotate it around a little. And then they hand you one of the three things: pain meds, a steroid injection, or a referral to surgery. That's the whole system. And here's what's crazy. None of that is focused on healing the problem. They're just managing your symptoms. Pain meds numb the pain. Steroid shots reduce inflammation temporarily. And surgery, if it works, great. If it doesn't, you can't undo it. But everything on that list comes with side effects no one talks about. Pain meds destroy your gut and liver. Steroid injections weaken tissue long-term. Surgery has risks, recovery time, and no guaranteed outcome. And if you've ever tried all the normal solutions and still ended up in pain, that's why. Because none of those solutions repair anything. That thinning hair isn't just bad luck or getting older. It's a biological signal that your scalp environment is under stress. When follicles lack the proper cellular signals, they miniaturize and eventually stop reproducing hair. Regenerative therapy works by waking up those sleeping follicles and extending their growth phase before they close for good. Comment Restore to schedule a free consultation. Hair loss isn't just a scalp issue. It's a signal that your follicles have lost their instruction manual for growth. Our Stem Shot treatment uses cellular signaling to deliver new instructions to dormant follicles. It improves the microvasculature of the scalp, ensuring the follicle has oxygen and nutrients it needs to produce thick, healthy hair again. Comment Growth to schedule a free consultation. If you're only watching the number on the scale, you might be missing the fact that you're losing precious muscle instead of actual body fat. Weight loss is just a smaller version of your current self. Fat loss is a metabolic transformation that changes your body composition and tightens your physique. High quality fat loss requires a specific balance of GLP-1 support, resistance training, and targeted amino acids to protect your metabolic rate. Let's stop guessing and start measuring. Comment Roadmap to schedule your free consultation today. If you're over 35 and trying to starve the fat away, you're destroying your metabolism. The eat less, move more model is a failure of logic. You likely need to eat more to lose weight. It's about muscle mass. Muscle is your primary metabolic asset. The eat less, move more era is dead. If you're over 35, your thyroid is paying the price for your low-calorie diet. When you chronically undereat, your thyroid downregulates to preserve energy. You don't lose fat, you lose the ability to burn it. You're becoming metabolically brittle. Muscle isn't for bodybuilders. It's a metabolic requirement, and muscle is metabolically expensive. It consumes calories even at rest. Our goal is to build muscle mass to stabilize your blood sugar and force a pivot to fat burning. Stop trying to weigh less. Start getting stronger. Fuel your results. Stop starving them. Book a meeting to reset your metabolic strategy today. Let's get you optimized. Your body doesn't have a hidden agenda. It has a biological state. If you can't lose weight despite doing everything right, you aren't crazy. Your thyroid, your insulin, and your cycle are failing to coordinate. Today we're looking at how GLP-1s change that coordination. What's normal? What's a red flag? The truth about your metabolism. Here's how to tell if your GLP-1 is fixing your cycle. The medical establishment treats weight and hormones as separate issues. They aren't, because GLP-1s improve insulin sensitivity. They regulate cycles, especially if you have PCOS. As you lose body fat, your estrogen levels shift. Body fat stores estrogen. When that fat leaves, the estrogen drops. You'll see changes in your flow, your timing. That isn't malfunction. It's your body finding a new baseline. There's a direct link between GLP-1 levels and your estrogen. No one in the standard system is talking about it. You haven't failed every diet. Your biology has been under-resourced. If your hormones are dysregulated, willpower is irrelevant. GLP-1s address the metabolic signals that estrogen and progesterone drop. When we manage both, the playing field levels. You're not broken, you're under-resourced. Stop fighting your own biology. Book your women's hormone and metabolism consult today. The labs can wait, so can the cost. We work from your symptoms first. Let's get you optimized. At Alpha, we utilize the full spectrum of metabolic therapies. A lot of clinics today have become weight loss factories, prescribing one specific class of medication to every single patient who walks through the door. But your metabolism is a complex system, and what works for one person may not work with another. We don't choose your therapy based on what's popular. We choose it based on your blood work. By looking at your unique insulin sensitivity and hormone profile. We can match you with a specific peptide combination that your body actually needs. While some only offer standard GLP-1s, we utilize dual and even triple agonist protocols. This means we aren't just targeting one pathway. We are addressing GLP-1 for appetite, GIP for fat metabolism, and even glucagon pathways to increase energy. This is a medical weight loss tailored to the individual. Your journey starts with a free consultation. Let's stop guessing and start using the right tools for you. Book your consult below. Stop chasing a temporary number and start building a body that's actually easy to maintain for the long haul. Sustainability isn't about willpower. It's about aligning your nutrition with your unique metabolic rate and hormonal health. True success is when your after photo becomes your permanent reality because you built it on a foundation of data, not deprivation. Ready for a plan that actually sticks? Comment Body Scan to schedule your body composition scan and nutrition consult now. The scale is moving down, but are you losing the good weight or the muscle that keeps your metabolism alive? Rapid weight loss can lead up to 25% of that loss coming from lean muscle tissue if you aren't tracking your metrics. Maintaining muscle is the only way to prevent the rebound effect once you reach your goal weight. Let's see what's happening under the surface. Book a body composition scan and nutrition consult to protect your progress. Comment Body Scan to schedule. Most people think stem cell therapy is science fiction, but it's actually just using your body's own internal repair kit to fix what's broken. Stem cells are undifferentiated cells, meaning they are blank slates that can transform into specific tissue your body needs, like cartilage, ligament, or tendon. They act as biological architects, managing the repair site and signaling your body to rebuild structural tissue rather than just forming scar tissue. Comment Heal to schedule a free consultation. It's confusing when your GLP-1 medication turns off your food noise, but you're still not sure when or how much you should actually be eating. GLP-1s delay gastric emptying, meaning you stay fuller longer. Learning to eat for fuel rather than waiting for a growling stomach is a vital new skill. If you wait until you're lightheaded to eat, you've waited too long. Consistency is what protects your energy and muscle mass. Not sure if you're eating enough? Talk with our team about adjusting your plan. Today we're learning why the number on your scale is actually a terrible liar. Imagine I have a pound of lead and a pound of feathers. They weigh the same, right? But the feathers take up way more space. Fat is like feathers. It's fluffy. Muscle is like lead. It's dense. If the scale stays the same but your genes are loose, you're winning. You're losing the feathers and keeping the lead. On GLP-1s, we don't just want a lower number. We want a healthier composition. Come in for a body scan to get your real score. The lie you've been told about pain. Look, if you've been dealing with joint pain for years, maybe it's your shoulder, your knee, or that nagging lower back pain, you've probably been told the same exact thing everyone hears. Just manage it. Take ibuprofen. Try physical therapy again. Maybe you'll need surgery later, and you'll start believing that this is just your life now. But here's what nobody is telling you. We're in a completely different era of medicine now. We have stem cell technology and peptides that literally rebuild tissue. We're not talking about masking pain or numbing it. We're talking about structural rebuild. I had a guy who seriously couldn't lift his arm past shoulder height for 2 years, and doctors said nothing could be done without surgery. He did a stem cell protocol, some targeted peptides, and 3 months later, he's pressing weight again like he never got injured. This isn't wishful thinking. This is regenerative medicine. If you feel broken, it doesn't mean you are. You just haven't tried the one thing actually built to repair you. When working out hurts more than it helps. You know what's really frustrating? When you truly want to get in shape, you want to work out, you want to move your body, but every time you try, the pain just gets worse. Listen, that's not a motivation problem. That's not even age. That's damage that never actually healed. And the old medical model tells you to stretch more, rest more, try another round of rehab, take another anti-inflammatory. But none of that actually repairs the tissue itself. Stem cells and peptides do. They go into the joint, reduce inflammation at the root, and rebuild the cartilage, tendons, and connective tissue that's been worn down for years. Are you tired of trying every supplement on the shelf with zero result? It's time to address hair loss at the cellular level. We don't just treat the surface, we create a roadmap. This includes optimizing your internal environment so that when we introduce the stem shot, your follicles have a healthy soil to grow in. Comment Growth to schedule a free consultation. If you're expecting a stem cell treatment to work like a cortisone shot with instant relief, you're missing the point of true biological healing. Cortisone is a chemical mask. Stem cells are structural rebuild. Because we are growing new tissue, you'll typically feel the most significant improvement between weeks 4 and 12 as those new architect cells fully integrate and mature. Comment Heal to schedule a free consultation. Your husband loses 10 pounds by skipping a meal while you track every calorie and the scale doesn't move. I know. For women, weight loss isn't a math problem. It's a metabolic and hormonal state. weight. If you're stalled, trying harder, it's what's preventing progress. Cortisol is the primary driver of weight loss resistance. If you're overstressed and overtrained, the scale won't budge. After 35, your progesterone drops. This makes you more reactive to stress. And when your cortisol spikes, it triggers a biological survival mechanism that stores belly fat. We call it weight resistance. Isn't a lack of effort, it's biology. Stop starving yourself. In a state of hormone decline, restriction is the fastest way to stall your metabolism. High-intensity workouts and extreme fasting are counterproductive when your cortisol is already high. If your weight is stalled, your body requires recovery, not more restriction. We have to lower your cortisol levels before the weight will drop. You're not broken, you're under-resourced. We treat your symptoms, not just the numbers on the chart. At Alpha Health, you'll walk out with clinical plan on the same day. Your symptoms come first. Let's get you optimized. For most of your life, your body has been producing exactly the hormones it needs to keep you running. Energy, mood, metabolism, all in this zone. The optimal zone, estrogen, progesterone, the hormones that run you. Then, somewhere in your late 30s or 40s, a shift starts. Slowly at first, then less slowly, your body stops producing enough of what it needs, and your hormone level drops below the line where you can actually function. Brain fog, weight gain, sleep that doesn't repair you, mood that isn't yours, joints that hurt, libido that vanished. You've been told that this is just aging. It isn't, it's hormones. This is why we don't require labs to start. During perimenopause, your hormone levels swing dramatically from one day to the next. A blood draw on a Tuesday afternoon can't capture a system that's changing by the day. We look at your symptoms, that's where the truth is. At Alpha Health, we restore what your body has stopped making. This isn't medicine because you're sick. It's a strategic decision because you're ready to feel like you again. You don't accept this is just getting older, and you don't go down without a fight. We restore your hormones, and you get your edge back. You're not broken, you're under-resourced. Let's get you optimized. Most people want a miracle shot. They want a one-time hit of dopamine that fixes years of decline. That isn't how biology works. If you're looking for a one-shot fix, you're looking for marketing, not a clinical solution. We sell cumulative biological adaptation. We've designed a glutathione protocol involving 2 doses a week in the belly. It's painless, it's cost-effective, and it's engineered for the long game. When you add glutathione to your consistent weekly routine, you build long-term antioxidant capacity and permanent recovery resilience. Start your protocol today. Conventional medicine waits for your liver enzymes to look ugly before they act. They wait for a diagnosis. If you have fatty liver or high toxin exposure from years of medication and stress, you're already behind. We don't react, we optimize. We use glutathione to enhance your liver's filtration capacity now. It's a sub-Q injection you can barely feel, not a painful shot in the muscle. When you add glutathione to your consistent weekly routine, you defend your liver and lower your systemic inflammation. Book your lab review today. If your recovery is tanking and your willpower isn't moving the needle, the problem isn't your effort, it's your biology. Chronic stress and environmental toxins create a state of biological friction that stops your metabolism in its tracks. You can't out-train a depleted antioxidant system. Glutathione is the baseline requirement for resilience. We optimize our supply chain to drive the price down because this is metabolic necessity, not a luxury. When you add glutathione to your consistent weekly routine, you break through the recovery wall and sustain higher energy levels. The medical establishment tells you your fatigue is normal for your age. They tell you to stress less. That isn't a clinical plan, it's a dismissal. Your cells are taking a beating and your energy is vanishing because you're depleted. You're not broken, you're under-resourced. We provide the protocol and data-backed compounds to fix the root cause of your metabolic stall. When you add glutathione to your consistent weekly routine, you replenish your cellular resources and stop managing decline. Let's get you optimized. Stop paying for the data that should be part of your journey. Most clinics and high-end gyms charge a premium for an in-body scan. We do things differently. We believe you should have the data you need to succeed without the entry fee. Get a full 15-point body composition breakdown, including muscle mass, visceral fat, and hydration levels, completely free. What's the catch? There isn't one. You just need to book a time slot so we can have a specialist ready to walk you through your results. Book your free 60-second scan today. Weight gain is a symptom of metabolic decline. It is also a driver. The conventional system treats the symptoms. We address the root cause. We don't use standardized prescriptions. We deploy specific protocols based on exactly what your labs show and your phase of optimization. If you require massive total body weight loss, we use a GLP-1 like retatrutide. If your labs show high visceral fat and you need targeted body recomposition, we use tesamorelin. Regardless of the phase, you cannot run advanced protocols on a broken foundation. We use glutathione alongside your primary protocol to support your liver's detox pathways and clean the cellular environment. The scale is a vanity metric. We measure fat loss and muscle preserved. Let's get you optimized.
Before Alpha Health, my energy levels were pretty much non-existent. Just didn't have any motivation. Just knew things were, something was off. Just didn't feel like I did when I was younger. Met Coach Faith, sat down with her, come up with an individual plan that would work for me. Started noticing after a few weeks that my energy started increasing, my workouts were getting better, and it just continued from there. As of today, I've just got so much energy. I'm able to implement that in my workouts. I'm starting to see results. The more results I see, the more motivated I get. So it's just been a 100% total transformation, and just really glad to be able to be a part of Alpha Health.
Most people quit their fitness journey because the scale isn't moving. But at Alpha Health, we know the scale only tells you half the story. You could be losing inches of fat while building lean muscle, and a bathroom scale would call that no progress. Don't fly blind. Our in-body scanner gives you the science-backed data you need to stay motivated. Other locations charge a premium for this technology. We don't. We provide the scan for free because we believe everyone deserves a cleared roadmap to their health. What's the catch? There isn't one. You just need to book a time slot so we can have a specialist ready to walk you through your results. Sign up for your free scan today. Everyone right now is obsessed with drugs that kill your appetite, but starving yourself thin often puts your hard-earned muscle at risk. Tesamorelin has absolutely zero effect on your appetite. Instead of making you eat less, it increases IGF-1 levels to improve your metabolic efficiency, enhance nutrient partitioning, and specifically target visceral fat while protecting your lean mass. At Alpha Health, we don't use standardized prescriptions. We deploy specific protocols based on exactly what your labs show and your phase of optimization. The scale is a vanity metric. We use fat loss and muscle preserved. Let's get you optimized. Your bathroom scale is lying to you. You've been hitting the gym and eating clean, but the scale hasn't moved. You feel defeated, right? But you aren't stuck. You're likely gaining muscle and losing fat at the same time. Our in-body scanner looks inside your body to show you exactly what's happening. No pinching, no dunking, no lab coats. Just a report on your unique biology and one of our health coaches to walk you through it all for free. Get your in-body composition report today. If you've been told your only options for joint pain are steroid injections or a total replacement, there's another way. At Alpha, we focus on regeneration and helping your body actually repair the damage rather than just masking the symptoms. We use mesenchymal stem cells to target the inflammation and tissue loss in your joint. When we talk about stem cells for your joints, we're talking about your body's internal repair system. These are undifferentiated cells, meaning they have the unique ability to transform into your specific tissue your body needs, like cartilage, ligament, or tendon. These cells act as a biological repair crew, signaling your body to rebuild and restore the environment inside the joint. The procedure is simple: ultrasound-guided injection with minimal downtime. It's important to note that our cells are ethically sourced from healthy, full-term umbilical cord tissue, never fetal tissue. These younger cells are highly potent, providing a much stronger regenerative signal than older cell sources. Not everyone is a candidate, which is why we start with a free consultation and then an ultrasound diagnostic review. Your next step is to book a consultation so we can look at your imaging and determine if this is the right path to get you back to peak performance. Your goals are our goals. Let's get started. Most people think stem cell therapy is science fiction, but it's actually just using your body's own internal repair kit to fix what's broken. Stem cells are undifferentiated cells, meaning they are blank slates that can transform into specific tissue your body needs, like cartilage, ligament, or tendon. They act as biological architects, managing the repair site and signaling your body to rebuild structural tissue rather than just forming scar tissue. Comment HEAL to schedule a free consultation. Your joint pain isn't just hurting your knee. It's quietly draining your battery and ruining your mood every single night. Chronic pain keeps your nervous system in a constant state of fight or flight. This spikes cortisol and prevents deep, restorative REM sleep. By using regenerative cells to quiet the inflammatory alarm, we allow your entire nervous system to finally reset. Comment Repair to schedule a free consultation. If you've heard of vampire facials, you already know about PRP, but for joints, it's a total game changer for chronic inflammation. Platelet-rich plasma is created by concentrated infiltrating the platelets from your own blood, which are packed with growth factors, while stem cells build PRP acts as a superpowered fertilizer, flooding the joint with nutrients and signals needed to kickstart a stalled healing process and calm inflammation. Comment Repair to schedule a free consultation.